let's not wait any longer to talk about this quarterback situation, competition in general, all phases, all positions, both sides of the ball. I feel like that's the word I keep hearing, which I love as a fan of these Colts. But when it comes to that process, where are you today?
I think, what's great about the competition at that position is these guys are pushing each other, to make each other better, and you want to see growth in both of them, and they're both pulling for each other, which is awesome. You might get in a competition where some guy's like, I don't want this guy to do well or whatever, but, Daniel will make a play and Anthony sap for him, and vice versa on the same side. AR will make a play and Daniel, supports him and loves him in that regard. So that part's been really good, and I think it's only going to make both those guys better.
I flew all this way to find out about that pinky. On a scale of 1 to Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer, where is the pinky today?
The pinky's great. He's full go. They popped it back in right there on the sidelines and participated yesterday in practice. He'll be a full participant today, so we got lucky there.
How does what happened, or I would ask you this, a lot of discourse about this, what's the lesson in that play? Is it an Anthony Richardson lesson? And if so, what is it? Or what is the lesson? I'm sure you've watched it a million times already.
Yeah, it was a 5-man protection, obviously, in that situation. And we just got to understand where our issues are in that situation. If we're sliding left, there's going to be one off the right side. If we're sliding right, there's going to be one off the left side that we got to manage, and just understanding that situation.
Yeah, I want him to protect himself, that Anthony Richardson. He has so much talent. The sky's the limit, and we love to see it. I know there was a plan, him starting, and then Daniel starting week 2. Are you changing any of that plan now because of what happened?
Well, Daniel will start this week against Green Bay, but he'll play a couple series, and then Anthony will get the bulk of the work, for the first half after that.
How are you going to make this decision?
Well, we're going to look at it. I talked about those guys, consistency. We need consistency at that position. Joint practice this week will be big for them, and then obviously going into the game.
Love that.